All right, everyone, welcome back into another NFL DFS video. My name is Polzin with 9 to 5 Sports. Going to be getting into the top value plays here for week 13. All right, this is an interesting slate. You know, we do have a bunch of value on this slate. And so some of these players are going to be players that I didn't mention in the core plays video. So if you guys haven't, make sure to go out and watch the core plays video as well. Because there is some obvious value out there. So I'm going to be just sticking to basically players that are below or around $1,000 to the minimum price of their position. So quarterback 6K, or lower, running back about 5K or lower, receiver about 4K or lower. Okay, so let's get into it. All right, starting at the quarterback position, I don't think it gets any easier than Trevor Lawrence in the best matchup this week. Trevor Lawrence should be in for a very strong week. He passed the ball 37 times last week, 40 times the week before that. That is the thing that we like to see, passing the ball over 30 times each of the last 5 games. I've been able to take advantage of these poor matchups that he's had the last 3 weeks. Okay, that is great. At 5.9, I do think we can expect to get right around 20 DK points. If we can get 300 passing yards, that'd be great. If we can get 3 touchdowns, that'd be awesome. That's not most likely going to happen, but you never know with Detroit. The thing is, Trevor Lawrence should be able to go out and have a good game. And it's very easy to stack him as well. So if you guys want to go ahead and do that, by all means do it. After that, Derek Carr has just been such a consistent quarterback. It's tough not to play him at all, especially at 5.6, especially going against the Chargers, a matchup in which he had 16.8 DK points against, and he did have a little bit too many turnovers in that game. The offense does seem a little bit more fluent recently, so he is someone that I think we can be looking at 5.6, expecting right around, let's just say a minimum of 15 DK points. I think we can pretty much lock that in with the upside to go for like 25 DK points. So it should be a strong and safe play for you. Some people are probably going to look at Mike White. I don't hate that. Jared Goff, you can take a risk on that. Does look like Aaron Rodgers is going to be active, so that would mean Jordan Love is not as appealing. All right, so I'm going to try not to touch on the redundant running back plays. There's a bunch of value. Once again, make sure to go out and check out the core plays video. I will start out with Kyren Williams, though. At 5.2, he does get a great matchup going against Seattle. I do worry that he might be a little bit higher owned than he should be. Okay, Kyren Williams is not an elite running back. He just does a lot of things well. He is pretty much Lamar Miller when he was at Houston. Okay, good enough, not great. Doesn't have that top end speed, but he does a lot of things correct. Okay. And the workload should be there. Playing about 70% of the snaps. We're going to get probably around 15 opportunities in this game against Seattle. That is a player that you should be looking at, especially if you need a discounted price running back play. And then from there, I do want to just mention Knight. Okay. He did look good. Okay. There's no denying that, but I do expect that we're going to have Michael Carter back. And if we don't have Michael Carter back, I do expect that James Robinson is actually going to be the RB1 in this offense. So you guys will see, I'm actually going to come out with the separate sleepers video. I'm doing that maybe to try to get more fantasy football audience into it rather than just the DFS audience. Sleepers kind of go hand in hand for both DFS and season long. That's going to be my goal with that. James Robinson is definitely a sleeper. Zonovan Knight, I think a lot of people just end up on him if Michael Carter is ruled out. Michael Carter is obviously the RB1 if he's active, okay? But Knight might have earned himself some playing time. From there, getting into the receiver position, not too many that I feel like I need to cover. Okay, I do want to touch on DJ Chark because, once again, he'd be someone that I'm going to talk about in the sleepers video as well. Had 5 targets last week. Only scored a touchdown, though. That was the biggest thing. 9.6 DK points. The thing with it is he did play in over 70% of the snaps. We were wondering when he would start to take over for Khalif Raymond because Khalif Raymond had been just dominating the snaps, playing about 80 to 90% of the snaps. He had been the value play receiver that we had been looking at. The thing with it is DJ Chark is much more talented than Khalif Raymond, sorry, buddy, or at least raw talent, I guess I should say. And the likelihood of Chark scoring a touchdown is a lot higher, okay? It might be the highest on the team other than Jamal Williams. So to get a receiver that's going to be playing probably about 80 to 85% of the snaps this week, another week of increased snaps in a decent matchup going against the Jaguars, that is something I like. I mean, he put up 9.6 DK points against the Buffalo Bills. And if you look at his first game against the Eagles, that was also impressive. So this is definitely, in terms of playing a full game, this is definitely going to be his best matchup of the season thus far. So DJ Chark should be a strong value play for you this week. And then obviously you got Chase Claypool here. I think a lot of people are going to turn to Chase Claypool. You can do that. I actually like the minimum price of Byron Pringle, guys. Byron Pringle played about 60% of the snaps last week, and I would imagine that number is going to stay the same. It could even go up. he is kind of the, I don't want to say natural replacement for Darnell Mooney, because you can't replace a guy like Darnell Mooney. But if there's a receiver that does a lot of the things that Darnell Mooney does well, it's Byron Pringle. So it wouldn't be shocking to see him operate as the receiver number 2 in this offense, with Trevor Siemian throwing the football as well. I think that would only help Pringle. So if Justin Fields is back, Pringle a little bit less intriguing. If Justin Fields has to sit again, then Pringle a little bit more appealing. But obviously, if you're down in this price point range, you love your build, okay? And I think Pringle could be worth a look. And then Nico Collins as well. Nico Collins priced up a little bit more than $1,000 to the minimum price, $200 up. He has looked good. I just want to echo this, guys. He has been solid, okay? He's one of those players that every time I turn on film, he's popping up. I'm like, who is that? Oh, yeah, it's Nico Collins popping up. 9 targets last week, 7 targets the week before that, 10 targets the week before that. The yards just need to be there, okay? The quarterback play, we know it hasn't been the most pretty, but it does kind of seem like a big game is coming for Nico Collins. It's not the Christian Watson breakout stuff once again, but Nico Collins has been impressive, and the matchup isn't perfect. But that's all I have for you guys for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give me a like and subscribe. That helps me be able to put up more content for you guys. Let's have a good week. Good luck on the values. Make sure to check out the core plays video as well as that sleepers video that I mentioned as well. All right, thanks for watching. Let's have a good weekend as always. Let's keep cashing.